bitches.
Yo, why
Pull up, make it.
my headphones sound wrong again? Sherrod, I want a new song. I want a new song, and I want it to be... Yeah, sick of that song. I want a song by
You're
Fat
never
Wop.
changing that, by the way.
I want to change it to a song by Fat Wop. That
It's
new
not
rapper.
Fat Wop, it's Fetty Wap.
Oh, my goodness.
That's Fat Wop, finally an Italian-American rapper.
We got
that I can relate to. Fat Wop. He's the hottest thing out right now.
Race Wars, we're back. We got Jimmy Martinez in the house.
Hey, I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's a great thing. We got
like how
Dave
he sings.
Juskow. Dave Juskow's here.
Hello, everybody. I didn't know I was going to be subjected to that kind of music when I first decided to do this show.
We call it window rolling up music for you, because you're rolling your shit up.
You got
Sure,
that right.
I just, on the way here, rolled my window up on someone playing Fetty Wap.
And you were wrong to do
Fat
so.
Wop.
I didn't see the driver, but I saw his black hand, so I knew. Dude, that's still the funniest
Was
shit.
it Seal dropping off alimony to... you animal.
Dude, remember that thing when Louis was on Opie and Anthony, like back in the day, and he said, like, why black people get shot so much? Like, I'm sorry, but your hands just look like guns.
Wow.
That's not my mistake, by the way.
It's a simple misunderstanding.
Fuck Smith & Wesson.
You know what? And
He's got a gun.
actually, and white people's hands look like the white flag. You know, like they give up.
That's
you know?
right.
No,
Like safety.
I blame
Whoa.
Smith & Wesson for
Look
that.
at my hands. No threat here, Jimmy.
No.
If they can make a...
I'm
It's
waving
only
it at
your
you.
eyebrows, Kurt. It's only your eyebrows.
Yeah, the threat is located in my eyebrows. That is true.
Listen, if the Smith & Wesson... If people can make... If the Band-Aid can make a flesh-colored fucking Band-Aid, Smith & Wesson could have made a white person-looking gun to make your dumb hands look like guns.
Have they?
Fuck whitey is what I'm saying.
Have Band-Aids fix that? They must have by now fixed that flesh is just like pink, right?
No, I saw one the other day that just said immigrants.
Is there one
It's
that
for
says
immigrants.
flesh? And then
There's some Band-Aids for immigrants. There's nothing in the box.
There's one that says other flesh. Is there one that says second place flesh on it, at least?
It said third world cuts.
I use the superheroes one, so I don't know the difference.
Yeah. I use Avengers Band-Aids for equality.
I use Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Do you?
Yeah, they're green. That's
Nice half shell. And Culture will be here in a minute. And's on the way up in the elevator.
Which is good, because it makes up for the audience not knowing who our other two guests are.
Yeah, the real star will
But
be here in
Jimmy
a minute.
Moore, we know forever. I know Jimmy Martinez for, like, a long-ass time.
Yeah, I raised this dum-dum.
I don't... You did a heck of a job.
Well, thank you.
And,
Thank you.
Yeah, no, Kurt.
Dave
I've known you
Juskow
forever.
also know Fred.
I know both of them for 20 years.
Jesus.
It's been a long time.
Feel
It's
old
been a long
now.
time.
Good times.
Yeah.
Great
you are
times.
old.
A lot of memories. Lot of memories.
We gotta talk about cause sometimes I take Jimmy out, cause you know I live a star-studded life. Kurt, you know I live out
I know.
here in
It's true.
Tinseltown.
It's just the life you live in.
Oh my God.
You know when the big stars come to the city, they gotta get weed from somewhere.
So I already know what this is hitting for.
Yes, he almost killed Leonardo DiCaprio
Really?
on my watch. By the
Why?
way.
What happened?
Wow.
Not Leo.
Yes, Leo. Is that precious Leo face?
Oh
That
my
precious
God.
Leonardo
What
DiCaprio
Yeah,
happened?
he
face.
had a beard at the time.
We went to a club in New York City called Gold Bar.
Okay, hold on.
This was
Stop.
a few years ago.
Before he even starts to fucking ruin this story and make it out to seem like I was the malicious one in this situation, let me tell the story.
Yeah, you're not at all sound malicious. Go ahead.
Okay. Sherrod needed weed. Okay?
Right, okay.
So he asked me to come down to the cellar and meet him. So I bring the weed guy with me, my homie Ron Dew from Brooklyn.
Okay.
We
That
come
was a
to the
no-no.
cellar.
Yeah.
Tell me who you bringing.
Okay.
I'm
No,
famous,
no,
nigga. You can't be bringing your Ron
This thing is
Dew.
famous in his own head, yo. And he laughs at all his own jokes all the time.
That's
It
what
gets
I do.
everybody
Wait,
else
Sherrod or
contagious.
Ron Dew?
So, no,
I can't wait for y'all to enjoy him.
No,
By the way, wasn't Ron Dew the enemy of Doctor Strange?
He might have been.
he
the
could
evil
have,
Ron Dew.
but not
But
this
go ahead.
Ron Dew
But go
from
ahead.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But so we come. This is like a short film.
Ron Dew was wonderful, by the way.
He
What a
was.
wonderful fella.
And great weed.
Great weed. Left
Tony-
Leonardo alone.
Oh, good work snitching on him on live radio.
That's not his real name. You think that's his government name? White
Hello.
boy?
Oh, it wasn't Ron Dew?
Look
It's
out,
a
Tricky
cynical-
Dick. They coming for you. Sorry to say your name, Tricky Dick,
It's
on
a
the radio.
suicide.
Why would he not have his real name and ID at all times?
All right. Listen. So
He has a government issued ID at all times.
He does. And
right, go ahead.
Okay, so Sherrod is like, yo, why don't you come hang out with us? It's John Mayer, Tony Rock.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a nice little cast. Tony leaves. He meets some little chicks at the bar.
Yeah.
He leaves. Johnny stays, goes for the ride. Sherrod says, Jim, come ride with me. But
Okay.
I got the weed guy with me.
Right.
What I look like leaving the weed guy behind? No man left behind.
Right.
So I tell them
Who
to go
brings
ahead.
a drug dealer when they go out in New York City?
Yes.
It's like, I
Listen.
need a go-to drug dealer.
No doubt.
I need a drug dealer that I could...
Hey, yo, first of all, the weed man ain't a drug dealer. He's slash kind of your homie.
Hey.
Okay,
You know
Ann's here. Let's acknowledge Ann's in the house.
Hey,
Look at Jimmy's face light up.
Hey. Hi. I'm
This is Dave. And
Dave, just
Aaron,
now.
you remember.
I've seen you before, haven't
Yeah, we
I?
were on the McEnroe show together
Hey, how
many
you
years
doing?
ago.
Oh, okay.
I got it canceled right after that.
How long did the
What are we
McEnroe show
doing?
last? Not long.
I
All
think that's
What, you
fine.
traveling with a black woman now? Who? You got a random
Yeah,
black
I
woman with
do.
you?
Yeah, 'cause
Just be
then
like, you see, I got one.
I can say whatever I,
I
want.
was.
That should be like a rental service, you know?
I ain't seen her since she ran up on that presidential candidate when he was giving the speech. What was his name?
Remember that?
How could you do that to Bernie?
She befriended the Bernie Sanders fucking Raven Simone girl.
I want to know what happened with Jimmy.
Black Lives Matter. Oh, my God.
Let Jimmy finish, though.
Oh, we gotta
because
finish the story.
Here's what's
He
weird
almost
about...
killed Leonardo DiCaprio one night when I
No.
talked
I
about
love
Sherrod.
See, this guy's... what was you saying, Kurt?
Okay, but this is what I don't get. Because, okay, keep the dealer around. But I get that for Coke. Because that is when it's useful to keep the dealer around.
Not
But
for weed.
Yeah,
Not
weed,
for
you
weed.
you're good for like the night or a couple days.
In and out,
see,
weed, dude.
No. See, you got to treat the weed guy like he's a part of the action, dog. Because when you ain't got it, he got it.
So that's what it was.
So it's just
Jimmy was a little
favorite
short.
card.
So,
It's,
I
it's
took
the
him with me.
bordering system.
So he
Okay.
came out to meet me in the Comedy Cellar. We said we going out. It was me, Tone, John Mayer, and his boy. He brought a weed dude with him.
Rondu.
And Rondu, a kid named Rondu. So we go to a club. Tone leaves with some girls. So we go to a club and go continue.
Okay, they left before me. So Sherrod told me to say his name at the door. Now I'm thinking this is the brush off. You know what I'm saying? And then he
Usually
named,
it
he
is.
named,
There's
he
no way
gave me
that could be the gateway to anything, saying Sherrod's name. Right. I understand.
So I'm thinking he's giving me the brush off, but you know I'm going to see how far the rabbit hole goes. So I go to the club, and there's some tall, stupid Russian, huge guy, and some little frail white lady, and I'm
That was
like,
me and my girlfriend, you piece of shit.
you do look Russian, Kurt. So
I am part Russian.
so I say Sherrod's name, waiting to get. Why are you still here? Like, move yourself.
And what happened?
And they said, you may enter.
Right this way, sir. May we take your jacket?
I was blown the fuck away.
I am now.
This was somewhere on
The Gold Bar.
Broome.
This was
It was on Broome.
Street in Soho.
Okay. So I walk in. As soon as I walk in, I felt like it was my night. Lil Wayne, a Millie comes on,
Right
and I'm
as
like,
you walking in.
"Oh my god,
That's a
this
hit
is
song,
me!"
by the way.
And I go all
Ann
the way
has no
to the
idea what you
raw-
just said, by the way.
I love that.
Little Wayne,
But-
a Millie. Black
yeah.
friend was nodding. Her black friend did not.
Who's that?
So I go in the total wrong direction.
Okay.
None of my friends are over here.
In the
And
club.
I'm looking like an idiot. My song is on. I turn to my right. There's Sherrod waving me in.
Huh?
Waving me in. Over here, Jim. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, this guy really wants me to be a part of the magic tonight. So I'm excited. You know, I'm excited now. So I'm making my way. Soon as I get into the fucking crossfire, this is where everything gets fucking wild.
Take your time with it.
I got this crazy
I want to get the
waitress.
feeling. I want to have the feeling.
Shut up.
I want to get the whole feeling.
Shut up. Yo, I got this crazy waitress behind me talking about, yo, excuse me, and it's a packed club. Where the
Right.
fuck am I going?
Yeah.
And at this time, I'm like 320.
You feel it? You feel it right now?
I'm loving it. I'm in the club.
You're in the
I'm
club right now. Do it.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to rush to get out her way. I see a space where I can go
Right.
and be out of everyone's way.
Right.
But there's this white guy blocking me.
Okay.
And I'm asking this
man.
guy,
Story of life.
excuse me, man. Excuse me, bro. Can I get through? I'm even hitting my dudes and all that. Hey, dude. Can you? Hey,
yeah.
dude. Hey, bro. You know, all that shit.
Yeah.
And this motherfucker's ignoring me. So
Calm
you know
down,
me,
calm down. It's words. Use your words.
Shut up. So you know me. I'm like, yo, fuck this, man. I got to get over in this space. This bitch still excusing me. I go to get over in the space.
And what'd he do?
Leonardo DiCaprio hits me with a butt bump like this.
Yes.
Like that.
Wow.
A nice one, too. He's a sexy man. Leonardo.
But here's the funny.
Wow.
And do you know in the clubs, they got these little tables where you put your bottles. So I'm a tall motherfucker.
Yeah.
So that shit hit the tip of my motherfucking,
Your penis. I like
your shin. Right.
Yeah.
And
He's a little guy, right?
Not really.
No.
Really?
Not really.
No.
People
He
sleep
was
on
No.
Leo.
He was
He's about 6'1".
Yeah. He had some size. So,
Well, 190, 95.
yeah, but it
He's
meant
a bleeder,
nothing.
though. He can't take a punch and he's a bleeder. But
It meant nothing because after he shoved me,
Jimmy,
and I caught my balance
caught
like
his balance. Listen.
like one of the gymnastic guys that's at the end of the. I caught one of those.
Okay.
And I shoved the fuck out of Leonardo DiCaprio.
Give him a departure.
Him and everyone that was around him fell to the ground. And now I'm ready to all the way turn up on this white boy. I didn't know who he was at the time.
Yeah.
He had a
I
hood
did
on.
not
He
know
had a
who.
hat on.
A Yankee hat,
Yeah.
like the stupid one you wore the other night.
Yeah. He gave me that after that night.
So I'm ready to. I'm ready to fuck this kid all the way up. Sherrod stops me. Jimmy.
I saved Leonardo
Jimmy.
DiCaprio's life.
Jimmy,
Because I love Titanic.
Come here. And he brings me over. He grabs my face and looks me in my eyes and he says, Jim, please do not beat up Leonardo DiCaprio tonight. Hey, yo, here's the funny shit. I went from angry to groupie. I was like, yo, Leonardo, and I went over. I'm sorry, man. That was all my fault, knowing it wasn't.
Yeah.
But I'm just groupied out right now. It's Leo.
Leonardo was shook.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
but he
was.
was.
Shook.
What did he say? Did he
I don't feel
admit that
safe
it was
while he
his
tells the
problem?
story.
No, we did the back and forth joint, but because Fox 5, I'm black. I said it's my fault, and I just took the blame. He got me a double of Jameson and a Heineken.
He did.
And Sherrod's stupid ass called me to talk to me again, and when I turned around, Leo was gone.
Of course he was going. They got roughed out.
Groupie, this is pathetic.
No, I feel pathetic.
He got helicoptered out of there.
It's like the Rangers from the fucking Black
I thought it was
Hawks.
going to end with him doing Jimmy's laundry and shit.
I don't understand this story at all. Which one was Sherrod?
Dave Viscow hears racist. Did you know that? Like in stories, you can't tell black people apart. Wait, was it one guy or all the black people? I don't know.
Is that a group of people, Sherrod?
And you know what's crazy? That same night,
It was a
after
charade of black people out there.
It's always a charade of black people. It's his army. Maxwell was in there that night.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know it was Maxwell because he didn't have all the
He's a
wild.
friend.
This motherfucker had a Caesar.
Bubbles
got a
on his
Caesar.
head
You got a
from a
Caesar
bubble
now.
bath.
Yeah, in a suit and all. And he called me over and I'm like, who's this motherfucker? And he grabbed my head and put his head on my head. He was like, you did the right thing.
By shoving
Maxwell's
Leo?
very spiritual. That's why I love that brother.
Thing.
He's on the show. Who's Maxwell?
He's saying I saw
singer.
everything.
Wow.
The singer
I saw
Maxwell.
everything.
Yeah, again, who is
Grammy winner.
Just had son of a bitch.
He was one of the Jersey boys.
Are you talking about? Oh, that guy's great. That guy's great.
That's a wonderful show. Have you seen that?
That guy's all right.
Yeah, wonderful music.
But that's the story of how Jimmy almost killed Leonardo DiCaprio, and I saved his life. And it was star-studded.
Well, this guy seems like
That
a
was
loose
back
cannon.
in your John Mayer days, right?
Yeah.
When you were
We
out
still
with
have
him.
some days.
Is that all just?
When you
still
were
got
out
some
in
Are you
his-
like that all the time, or just
I
high
just
on
remember,
pot?
No, I remember the height
just-
of...
You got to wait for Dave to stop.
Yeah, I thought we could have two. I thought there was
No.
two shows going on. I didn't know.
No, you can
There
keep
could
talking.
be.
Hit their mics. Turn those mics on. But yeah, we gotta cover a lot of shit.
I know.
We got the Pope meeting Kim Davis.
Oh, yeah. No, I guess the media won't be loving him quite so much.
I
now.
loved it. I love that he went to go see her. That's what the Pope's about. You think the Pope's for man-on-man marriage?
Yes.
Who thinks that?
Who's actually Catholic in here?
I do.
I went to a Catholic school.
Are you Catholic still?
Yeah.
You are.
Are you Catholic
All right,
still?
come to the Jave Jescal mic for 1 second, because I want to know your.
Did you go to Catholic high school too, Aaron?
No.
I did.
I just did the Catholic college thing.
Oh, yeah.
You went to Catholic?
Yeah, I went to
Catholic.
Bishop Lachlan in Brooklyn. We had religion classes every day. Death and dying, marriage and family. Kurt don't know because he think he's the only one who knows Christianity around here. And I let him. I let him take it. I let him. But he never had to study in high school. High school's when he got out of religion. And when I was still in it, studying because I had to pass to get to college.
Listen, I've never claimed to be an expert in your pagan false Christianity.
That's yours.
Our incense huffing faith.
It's basically just a fucking ethnic mishmash of nonsense.
It's like witchcraft.
That's right. It is.
Yeah.
It is. It is. It is.
Why did I just have a vision of Hotel Transylvania in my head? I don't know.
That's church. That's what church is like.
It is, right? Okay,
Just like Hotel Transylvania.
But how, like, so Catholics are like, because this new pope is like, some people love him and then they turn on him when he's not exactly what they want. But how does that work if you're Catholic? Is like the pope your. Is that what does the pope mean to you? And then if he says shit you don't like, then what do? Do you just be like, all right, whatever?
You leave
pope.
the band.
I cry.
Right,
no, when it's sort of like how you would. So they call the Pope like the Holy Father, the Father of the Church, the head of the Church. It's sort of you react to it sort of like if your dad says something you don't like,
right?
Because you view the church as like this
like
is part of the thing that I can't. This is part of my family.
Those times.
So you roll your eyes at the Pope
I mean,
like he has
so
sandals and socks on.
I've sort of I've ebbed and flowed with like going to mass.
Did you grow
and
up
stuff like that.
Catholic? You didn't grow up Catholic.
Did I grow up Catholic? Yeah, of course I did.
So you went to mass
I
and
even
all that.
dressed like a creepy little bride when I was 7 for First Communion.
Like Wednesday?
Yes.
Wednesday Addams?
Yes, exactly. But, like when the Pope says stuff, so like up until now, the Pope has sort of been, it's been Benedict who looked like, that Sith Lord from Star Wars?
That doesn't help.
And before that,
and plus his name is my name in the strip club, Ben Madick.
Wow.
That's all I had.
Well, doesn't he look
Ben
like
my dick. Ben Madick?
Didn't Benedict,
I'll work on it.
Didn't Benedict look
You
like?
should have just laughed at the end of it like you normally do.
Whoa,
I'm sorry,
Jimmy.
Kurt.
Whoa.
I'm sorry.
Leonardo was right to call you out of control, nigga.
You know what? Oh my God! I was just trying to help you how to finish up your punch.
He emailed all of us.
All right.
No, I was gonna say, doesn't Benedict look like like he used up all his lightning on Samuel L. Jackson? And now he's all crumpled up. I look like this now. And then he
This is
quit.
where I was hoping the theological discussion would go.
Well, he hunted down all the last of the Jedis, and then they replaced them. It's easy.
You can't get too caught up.
Only at the end do you realize.
That's a good Pope.
So this
Really good Pope.
I mean, is anybody mad at the Pope? Like, he can't be for gay marriage, right?
No,
He's gotta be
I'm glad
against
that he
it.
met
No, I mean, that's another thing that I'm always surprised about is like when people are like, I can't believe the Pope's pro-life. It's like, yeah, he's fucking the Pope. He's the Pope. He's always going to
Here's
be
the
like.
thing.
He's kind of like Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses.
He's nothing like that.
I'm just letting you know, dude.
He's absolutely nothing like
I'm just saying, dude. He's kind of calling the shots. That's at the end of the day, and he's a rock star.
Wow.
Believe that. He's not. He drinks tea instead of liquor.
That's so Axel. Shut up.
I know. I wasn't saying, but you know what? I've actually seen Axl Rose's fucking rider. Okay, and yes, on his rider he needs green tea in his dressing room.
Was that
Okay.
that chapter 3, verse 12?
Are you
He's
suggesting?
not like
You know
Jesus.
what?
Are you
We
suggesting
used to be friends,
Catholicism
Sherrod.
is like guns and rosaries?
You said what? What you say?
Nobody's gonna boo her joke, but I get booed in my own joke.
I didn't boo you.
Sherrod, that was so terrible. I'm surprised it didn't come out of you just now with a laugh. But why? Like, why? Here's what I don't get. Because everybody gets mad at the Pope. Like, how come he's for this or that? Like, why don't you just like leave the fucking religion if you don't like it?
Because here's the thing.
That's what Slash did from Guns N' Roses. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Jimmy just hold on to this. And as I looked at him, I just saw Guns N'
I
Roses.
swear to God, I did not realize I had this on. I swear to God,
Wait a minute.
when I was talking about it, this wasn't it.
Jimmy's
But
going to turn the conversation to Guns N' Roses at every opportunity, isn't he?
He has a race war going on inside himself.
I do.
He's a one-man Chinese democracy, this guy.
There's a Chinese Democracy album by Guns N' Roses. I just thought you guys should know that.
Lord have mercy,
It's
Jimmy.
the truth.
Here's the point, though, Kurt.
Yes.
People look at the Pope just like they look at God, which is wrong in the first place. But they think their God, they think God is their kind of God. Like, hey, if I miss some Sundays going to church, it's fine. My God's down for that.
Yeah.
Hey, if I have sex before marriage, my God's cool. He's down.
I mean, I also
So
think
that's how they look at it. So whenever something comes up when they don't say the same thing, people get discourried. But don't. Because God and the Pope ain't like you, stupid.
I agree with you on that, but it's so bizarre to me to be like in the, like my friend Haircut Jeff.
Yeah.
Who's Haircut Jeff?
He's this guy that cuts my hair, this gay dude, and he sends me. By the way, this is what Haircut Jeff sends me. Like, he'll send me pictures of some guy
I think
he
your
fisted.
hair should be better if it's being cut.
Thank you. I wanted to say it.
That's not.
But I already did shit to Sherrod, so it would have been like, oh wow.
Can I tell you something?
Really?
Though? I don't have good hair to start with. Like, it's not like.
Yeah, you got
He doesn't
the hair with
charge
much.
me. To his credit, he hasn't charged me the full, Sam Rockwell haircut.
That's right.
But you do have to blow him.
But Kurt,
well, I want to do that. I don't have to.
he gives.
So Jeff, he always sends me whatever his despicable sodomy he's up to.
Right.
He texts me pictures of him.
What the fuck are you doing?
That's not a vagina, Ian.
First of all, why do you even keep those pictures if a motherfucker
I'll tell
texts
you. I'll tell you why.
Everybody calm down.
First of all, that's him.
No.
That's him and your friend Leonardo DiCaprio. First of all,
I knew that fucking twat.
I knew that back twat. No, he's
Is this giving birth or receiving birth?
No, he's looking for his watch. No,
horrible.
I save it for like
He found it. It was a 28-year-old girl.
Yeah, well, birthdays and graduations. I text a little greeting along with that picture to people.
That's amazing.
So I asked for all his fisting
I'm
pictures.
so glad I'm on your email list.
Well,
It's going to be fun.
When's your birthday, by the way? So anyway, Jeff's like, he's talking about something. Oh, his friend is like, yeah, he thinks gays can't be Christians and something like, well, you can't be.
Yes,
I mean,
you can.
You can be. You can be a bad Christian just like you can be Jewish and be a bad Jew.
No,
Yes, you can.
Not
No,
only
not
that.
like that at all.
Yes, you can.
No, Christians
You don't have to do everything by the book to be a Christian.
All people are sinners.
You totally do.
No, you don't. You can be a bad Christian and be
absolutely-
forgiven for not being a great
But
Christian.
it's not being a bad Christian.
I'm talking about in his eyes. I'm just doing it for his.
He belongs to a cult.
Yes.
We're talking about
I don't belong to
Christianity
nothing.
now.
Kurt was raised by fucking wolves in Alaska
I was raised
somewhere.
by
Exactly.
Christian wolves.
Jimmy, you are
Those wolves
exactly
were
right.
Jehovah's
Sarah
Witnesses.
Palin shot my family, and then I want revenge. No,
It doesn't make any sense to say you belong to a religion that begins with the assumption that all men are sinners and you need Christ
This
to
is a
overcome
sin?
your
Is that-
sin. And then say, oh my gosh, I'm so shocked. A Christian committed a sin. That's what the religion
Yes, you can
tells
sin.
us.
You can sin and still be Christian. It doesn't make you not a Christian if you sin.
Of course you can.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, but being unrepentant about your sin, people
Yeah.
get excommunicated still. That does
Yeah.
happen.
Yes.
Although they
No,
don't.
that's a Catholic thing.
That's
Well,
only.
whatever. You could get shunned, disfellowship, whatever it is.
I mean,
Evangelicals will put you
you
out.
could. It's like, yo.
But Jews,
It's like
great job.
you in a relationship and you cheating, but you still in the relationship. You know what I'm
Are you
saying?
trying to explain religion through black room bits?
It's a good
Why do
thing.
girls be shopping?
Hold on.
They be
Hold on.
shopping.
Hold on. I am so happy you brought up the black rooms.
Yes.
And I'm sorry. This is.
That's where I started with Jimmy. That's how I know Jimmy.
Yeah, Kurt, that is a fact.
Yeah.
And you got wise and realized, hey, wait a moment, I'm white. I don't have to be here.
He never realized that.
Hey, no,
I want other people to realize. The key is for the rest of people to realize.
let's talk about the horror of the black rooms. Okay, there is a lot of disgusting activities going on.
Okay. Let me explain to Ann first before she'll know.
Right,
Okay,
and I
Jimmy-
loved that analogy, and then
Yeah.
you got lost in this black room.
Are we in one now?
By the way, black rooms. What he means by that is comedy
is
rooms.
this
Black comedy
Is
rooms.
this the black room?
comedy rooms?
right now?
Kurt started comedy in black rooms in Philly, and Jimmy started black comedy rooms in New York City.
Right.
And what's the difference?
And there's a lot of internal
Black
battles
jokes.
going on
Well, they
between.
pay better. I would say that's.
They
the
do
first
pay
thing.
better, but the hate is real over there.
It's and beyond real, and it's crazy, and it's unnecessary. Because here's my disposition: I think that everyone is going to get their lick in Hollywood if you're relentless and you pay your dues.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, you got all these old motherfuckers in comedy on that side that's really blocking that next generation. The New York Kings of Comedy.
Uh-oh.
This is horrible. First of all, who gave you the right to call yourselves the kings of comedy. You know,
Who is that?
The ringleader is talent. And let me say this.
Talent is a comedian, New York comedian.
Okay. And
she thinks talent is something you have to have.
No. How crazy is him calling himself talent? You know, how fucking...
He is the living embodiment of talent.
Oh, my God.
Wait, he made up that name for himself?
Exactly.
Wow. He's had it for 30 years in comedy, though.
Yeah, but I don't give a fuck.
30 years been like that long.
He gave it to himself. You know what I'm saying? So
my name is Standing Ovation. My name is Standing Ovation. Come to the stage. Standing Ovation.
My name is I'm booked for the rest of the year. Listen, man. This
laughter himself.
Talent is the ring fucking leader.
And who are the other ones?
I'm going to name them, but I got to give you just like I got to give you the character synopsis.
Jimmy, as one of the kings of comedy sitting right here, to a lot of this.
That's what I'm saying. You can be your own renowned king. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say anything?
Hold on. As a lesser earl of comedy, I would like to.
as a first night of comedy. Okay. No. Talent is the LL Cool J of comedy. Okay. All the bitches love him, okay? And this is why this nigga's still in business.
Okay,
sort
calm
of
down.
the Axl Rose of comedy, I think.
You said who's the Axl Rose? Me?
No, I think
I could be the Eddie Vedder. But hold on. Listen. Talent is the ringleader. Okay? He is a safe haven for all these old, unfunny motherfuckers in the black rooms.
Okay.
You got the Sean Harveys. He's not really important. He's not, you know.
Okay, just
and you don't want to, exactly. You don't know him exactly. And this nigga been doing comedy for 10 years. You got
Jimmy
the fucking Capones.
Monday Night Raw. I feel like I'm about to watch some wrestling after this.
Hold on.
Jimmy, you're a wrestler.
Your Monday Night Raw energy.
Capone, I'm coming for you, Capone.
What are you gonna do?
Listen, brother.
Mean Gene? Can you be Mean Gene, Dave?
Yeah, you got Capone, who does everyone else's jokes. This is crazy.
This is shots fired right now.
No, but it's real shit.
No,
Capone,
that's a really bad thing.
And Capone knows it. And I say it to his face. Everybody say, see, this is why I'm hated. Because
you're hated because you attacked Leonardo DiCaprio. That beautiful man.
No, he is gorgeous, man. I hate to say it, but this is the problem. Then you got Rob Stapleton.
Okay,
this motherfucker. I know you do. Because you're sympathetic to hurt, wounded wolves in the wilderness. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Okay,
Rob Stapleton. All of these old motherfuckers. No new jokes. Same jokes from the last 20 fucking years.
Okay.
Rob said, but these are the same guys.
Again, I'm sitting right here, and I don't appreciate that.
That's
do you
blocking.
Hold on. Do you know Dave Juskow, the white king of black comedy?
Yeah, I love white king of black comedy.
Wait, but how do they block you?
This is what they do. It's not me. I'm winning. I'm getting my licks. My IMDb getting up. All my shit coming in full circle.
Right.
These niggas hate me because I say the shit that they don't want to hear. I'm not a yes nigga.
They're not into Guns N' Roses.
So they might be into fucking Soul Asylum, something like that. Listen to me. What I'm saying is this. Okay. How they do it is this.
Okay.
They get the budget from the promoter.
Right.
Okay? And the promoter will give them $10,000 for an awesome show. Mm-hmm. A motherfucker like Talent, Rob, Capone, all these niggas, what they would do is spend $700 on the budget.
Right.
And pocket the rest.
Rob does that?
Yeah, Rob does that.
But I know college promoters who do the same shit. I know promoters who do that shit all over
Listen. We ain't getting that college money over there. And motherfuckers feed their kids through this. Motherfuckers ain't got no 9-to-5s and doing comedy. If you are, you're playing it safe. I'm all in, dog. So what I'm saying is this: if you're here and you see new talent that's talented, why would you block that? if you
because there's only one talent, the king of comedy.
I understand. Okay, I get it. And you made a video on YouTube or something that got everybody angry about it.
It was on Facebook.
You did?
On Facebook.
Good for you.
Not because
look at Ann just love country. Good for you.
I love her.
Those niggas up.
I love her.
Rob those niggas.
I'll tell you honestly, because I know what you're talking about. But the guy, like Rob, was always pretty cool with me, like
because
Rob
he knew you was a star. He's a hoe for attention, dog.
He was wrong for that. He was wrong for that.
I'm just keeping the stat.
No, I think
a star.
Probably every industry is like
now
this.
you see the inequality of the black
But
race.
the internet kind of changed that. They can't completely block people
That's
anymore.
true.
That's right.
But once you got these promoters, it's just like telling black people you're free again. You know what I'm saying?
You got to use different promoters.
The internet,
though.
you mean? The internet is like that. Telling black people they're free. Who's telling black people they're free?
But still, in motherfuckers' minds, you know, they're not truly free. They're still committed in somehow, some way that, you know, they're enslaved somehow, some way.
The people who do the hiring.
All these motherfuckers, yo. All these motherfuckers in this
Because I
scene.
see why the older talent, and I'm using small t talent, I see why they want to keep the young ones from coming up, but I think that's true in pretty much every industry.
Well, do you know what it is?
And thankfully, at least in writing and punditry, it's kind of opened up now. They can't stop you anymore.
But that's not in the black circuit.
You got to take the game
It's a whole nother wave.
Now you put it on your Facebook
Yeah, you don't
page,
have
so
to be
now
a black circuit.
you don't need to be in the
most
black
black people
rooms,
don't have a Facebook
No, I
page,
don't.
I think.
They don't?
I've never seen one. I'm just assuming. I don't know.
Have you been on Black Facebook? It's very offensive.
That might be the name of this one.
No, well, look, in the chilling circuit he's talking about, what it is there's, like, that's why you can't just stay in the fucking chilling circuit, because there's only so many slots to be the king of that.
Right.
And you're goddamn right about that.
You got to keep it moving.
There's a lot of lame gatekeepers in that. When you start out in that, what's good about it is you get like $75 a spot on a Tuesday in New York.
It's 100.
But whatever.
125.
But whatever. It's these other clubs will give you like 25. So I was like the good. But then you're right. There's a ceiling where the money's just going to whoever's making.
But do you think also
Right.
that, you know, some of the other clubs, like, you know, the Strip or something like the older clubs, I mean, they still have their favorites that and you're right, but they don't let the newcomers in a lot. It's like a very preferred.
You got to be everywhere, man. I do all of them.
You know how hard it is to get in now.
It is hard.
If you'll do everything, like I'd go to the alternative rooms and
You gotta do everything.
I'll do all of them. So
All rooms.
I never stayed in one scene like that,
Yep.
so I didn't have to be trapped in the fucking scene.
Yep.
Because a lot of comics like that, they're in one scene with a real, like, insulated sense of humor.
Yep.
That's just funny in that room.
Right.
Yes.
And then they're
And these
like, I'm
niggas
not the
can't
king?
swim
You gotta
outside
spread it
of that realm.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like,
You got even, like,
I
uptown
think funny
comics.
is funny.
You
It
got
should
even-
be for everybody.
You got even-
not
Yeah.
just. I don't think it's just should be one flow of comedy, dog.
And it's not.
But right now, for some reason in the game, dog, there's a lot of ugly motherfuckers getting on.
But you got to.
I mean, no, hold on, man. Let's talk about
He
this shit.
attacked this.
Let's
Listen,
talk about this
okay,
shit.
calm down.
Yeah, man.
Let me tell
I
him
ain't
first.
come up here to just fucking talk about the Pope and all this crap. Fuck this list, dog. I'm here to talk about real shit that's
our
going
calling
on.
number.
I understand. No,
Jimmy,
well, all right, come
Jimmy,
on.
you ready to talk about real shit that's going on that affects you?
No, it's not just affecting me. Because if
Who
it
else is
affects
affected
me,
in the room?
it affects you, nigga.
No, it don't.
And yes, it does.
I sleep like a baby. It does not.
No, you don't. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking
Talent
All
Capone never
right,
came.
all right,
Play
all
the
right.
roles they play.
On that level, I understand what you're
No,
saying.
they don't affect me.
No, they don't, because you're not in that realm. Exactly what Kurt was saying.
But you are not. Listen,
You're not
you
either.
I know.
Only if you
I'm
put yourself
just
there.
doing. It's not for me.
Now, all right.
It's just for me to call these motherfuckers out,
And that's
to
what I
give
agree on.
these young motherfuckers
Okay.
the strength and the legs to call these old,
know what they need to
unfunny,
do?
I
ugly
agree.
motherfuckers out.
Okay, wait.
I agree,
can
but you gotta understand, it's other black comics. Mike Shea never played those rooms. He's fine. Hannibal
I'm
never
not
played those
that-
rooms. He's fine.
Hey, yo, dog,
There's a lot of fine niggas.
I'm not gonna hold you up. I seen Hannibal Buress eat the whole dick at Gotham.
I've seen everybody eat it, but yeah.
But I'm not like that. I'm talking about he let me
he
come
sucked
on.
the
I'm
dick.
sorry, I'm unfamiliar with that vernacular.
Oh my God, I love it! I love him! I love him! You're gonna learn so much today, dog. It's like a crash course.
I know, my tweets
I'm sorry,
are
go ahead, I'm
so
sorry.
much
Listen,
better.
the bottom line is, dude, just you got to get the fuck out of like the
Get out of that.
Like, black rooms are really just for white. I would say if black rooms are mainly for white comics to do to strengthen up. If you're black, you should go to the white places.
Wait, and the audience at the black room's mostly black, or is that
facts?
Can I make a suggestion?
What would happen if I went?
I think you might win. I think you might win.
You might win the whole room.
I think,
what does that mean? You might.
She might win tonight. She'll come up.
You'll be a star in there. Black people. Black people are the best people on the planet.
Depends where you go. If you're in New York, like doing black rooms here, very different from when I was in Philly or like Atlantic City. Like New York, you definitely got 3 or 4 minutes to win them over before they're like, go fuck yourself.
Like if you're on stage, right?
Right. Like, other places I started, it was just like on site. They're like, I don't want to see that. It's not like a national black room. It depends where you are.
Jason Ondors kills black rooms. He kills black rooms, man, and he kills white rooms.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
It's just good kind. You just gotta know how to work the room.
That's what I'm saying. It's all. But mechanics.
don't think that talent and Capone and them got the shit on lock.
They don't have nothing on lock, nigga.
No, I agree.
Because once you come outside that realm, they in the ocean now.
But that
Fuck
realm,
their little pond.
I think that realm is really in your head. It's up here. That realm.
You bugging.
Jimmy,
all this can be fixed. I'm sorry.
All this can be fixed by you doing like what Sherrod did and move to the Upper West Side and just enjoy yourself.
It's Upper East Side.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. The West Side's for animals.
You see,
sorry about that.
It's a damn shame that Kurt understands me a little bit more about this situation than you, and he's right.
It's not. No,
he's black.
And he's right.
It's not that he.
You're right, and Kurt is blacker.
Yeah,
Kurt's blacker than me.
That's what she just said.
No, don't look at her and look away. Look at me and say it's stupid.
Don't put me under pressure.
Don't cower under that. Kurt's dumber.
Listen,
and if you think that's black, then you're right.
Hold on.
I love you, Kurt. It's not to attack you.
He's blacker, but he's dumber.
Honest to God, I don't want to make the whole goddamn show about doing black.
Oh, yeah, no.
We can get out of there.
No, I wanted to talk about Sherrod's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what happened?
What happened?
Somebody
What's
set
going
it
on?
up. We were all supposed to go shooting.
This is the first time I'm speaking to you again, Sherrod.
No, it ain't. We spoke.
And by the way, is my target up?
Yeah, where's the target?
Oh, yes, we had it. Yeah, John brought it in.
I was so angry.
I overslept that day. It was my day.
Those are great, those targets. Yeah,
Whose day is my...
So we all supposed to go shooting.
An entire day around Sherrod and Bill Schultz's birthday would happen to be right next to one another. And by the way, if you live in New York, it's very expensive to rent an SUV over the weekend.
You got it. What are you talking about?
So I do it.
You got that money, girl.
So we get it.
Wow, you sound like you got it on a stroll, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. So we get it, and I'm waiting.
Stay over there in your black room,
stay in your black room. Do not take him out for his birthday. So, waiting.
Oh my God.
And in order to at least write it off as a tax deduction for this $800 SUV.
He's a dependable. Sherrod's a fucking dependable.
I did a book signing first. I was 20 minutes late to my own book signing, so I at least have 30% off on my tax deduction. Waiting. No, Bill Schultz doesn't show, and Sherrod doesn't show.
Bill didn't show either?
Neither of the birthday boys showed.
I was ready to go, and I couldn't leave him on his birthday.
He was ready to go. Yeah. My shooting was totally off because I was so angry at the two of you. Until
you missed me with every bullet.
We found some targets, and there's this target of like
targets.
hidden figures, just stick figures. But it's two bad guys holding one hostage.
Oh yeah.
So we put Kurt in the middle as the hostage, and Bill Schultz. I wrote in their names, and then my shooting was excellent.
Yeah. She got right. What were you shooting?
And yeah, by the way, this is the coolest shooting range ever. We did the FATS machine where you're shooting at the holograms.
Yeah.
Totally
I've gone before. Yeah. I've gone before.
Yes. Shot AR-15s. Yeah, I originally went with Sherrod. That's where we got the idea for his birthday party. And henceforth, every year when is your birthday anyway? September?
August 15th.
Yeah, okay. August 15th. Every year we're celebrating your birthday.
Yes.
But I am not even inviting you next time. What are you doing?
Horrible.
But here's what happened. Here's the problem. The night before, which was a Friday.
Yeah, I knew the night before.
I was partying from Thursday for one.
And you do party hard.
And I party hard.
Sherrod,
this nigga sent me home.
Sherrod, I invited you to my birthday. Why aren't you partying with me?
I don't get white text. You gotta email me, Whitey. White checks don't come from
Marina was there.
That's hilarious.
I had the one black person there. Marina was there.
Who was the black person?
Marina.
I heard you. It was funny.
We have the same birthday.
We watched. I went to Sherrod's and missed shooting, but I brought Fury Road to Sherrod's
Yes,
house.
and we watched it in my house.
And I spent the entire drive texting to Kurt, denouncing Sherrod.
That was a great
black
day.
people's time.
Now you know to call the white half of the team next time.
It wouldn't have even been fun. It wasn't even fun without me. You know it. I don't care how many white people you got with
it
it.
was when we got the hostage target.
Oh, that was fun because you added a black person to it, but you started shooting it.
Shooting guns is fun every time. I mean, there's no getting around.
Oh, it's so much fun. We shot every gun that was there when we was there.
Yeah.
It was great.
Every automatic.
This is in Randolph.
Yeah.
So let's mention them, by the way. Randolph Gun Range, Randolph, New Jersey.
Stop trying to make
What's the name of it, though?
Fucking it up.
No, we get free stuff.
I know. Sorry.
I want to get free bullets.
Gun range?
Yeah, you want it now, don't you? It's the gun range in Randolph, New Jersey. Great people. The people there are fucking great.
Do you have to have like a permit or anything? You just go and just shoot them up?
Just got to have one of these.
That sounds awesome.
Just have a trigger
and
finger.
you know something interesting the guy told me that day? I mean, you know that people go out and buy guns a lot more right after, like, Obama's elected.
no, we
Not say people, white people. Went to buy more guns.
No, the two times he said the store got cleaned out. Once was after Hurricane Sandy, for obvious reasons.
Oh,
People
yeah.
had no way to protect themselves.
Right.
Okay, but the other one
Got to shoot at that
was
hurricane.
after. The cops aren't around.
Gotta let those motherfucking raindrops know.
You hope you won't need a gun, but if you need a gun, nothing else will do.
Yeah.
But the second time, even bigger than Hurricane Sandy, was after that shooting in Newtown, Connecticut, which is so interesting because the media is all saying, "Oh, we must ban guns, but people thinking about their own lives are thinking, "Oh shit, they're going to ban guns. I better get one."
Yeah, and people bought 2 and 3 at a time.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, you know, honestly,
I get all my guns
love
from
guns,
Ron
man.
Dew.
I don't want to not.
Hey, leave Ron Dew out of this.
I don't want to not play with guns, but I don't understand. And I don't really care about your children out there, to be honest with you. But I don't understand why we can't do anything. Like, this is what I don't get. They're like, no, the only thing we can do after this tragedy is absolutely nothing. I'm sorry. There's absolutely what if we track the sales to crazy people? No. What if, like, blind people can't have one? Hey, blind people get a gun. Like,
no, blind
driver's licenses and guns.
What about people with Parkinson's
people
disease?
Should have guns, but mentally ill shouldn't even have a butter knife.
I agree.
That's the issue.
But that's what mental illness in this country is getting overlooked anyway.
Right.
And that's the biggest.
Look,
but those are his liberal friends.
Look, the people. If you were getting a gun because you're like, I'm afraid some black guy's gonna carjack me or something, like that's very
so you're trying to say if you're going to get into a Bernard Get state of mind,
yeah, like let's say you saw Jimmy Moore coming at you.
That's not a good reason.
If you saw me coming at you and we was in a weird situation and you're white, I'm just going to sing a song that you know
Guns
to
N'
make
Roses.
you more like, hey now, you're an all-star. That's the same song.
That's this. Okay, Jimmy Martinez singing "Hey now, you're an all-star" is a sign of
It's the most
apocalypse.
threatening.
That's a sign of
Oh, Christ
Jimmy,
the
careful.
King.
Watch
He
this.
went his own laptop.
Careful, Jimmy. That's a nice laptop.
I'm sorry.
So, but the reason people are stockpiling guns, and I was just in South Dakota, and the 2 separate people I talked to,
Right.
who were stockpiling their guns
For terrorists.
No, not for terrorists.
For Doomsday?
For fucking when Jesus comes back, or when Obama sends the UN to vaccinate your daughter.
You just made that up, you
Not
freak.
at all.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay, let's get that person on the phone.
Oh, I would
We
love to.
absolutely
made that
can.
up.
We can.
Some
We
people
will.
Call in.
Wait, hold on.
And don't believe white people as crazy as that. It can't be
Sherrod.
nobody white said
Sherrod.
that. A white face. They came in a
This
white
guy,
face.
hold on. 2 separate people. Two separate fucking people, not related to each other.
Right.
Within 5 minutes of talking to them.
Where?
Bring up in South Dakota. Bring up they're building a bunker. Then I go, well,
Yeah,
why are you
that's
building a
true.
bunker? Because you already live in a bunker called South Dakota. And no, it's not for Red Dawn reasons. Jesus reasons. Because when Christ comes,
Is it the new Red Dawn or the Patrick Swayze Red Dawn?
neither one. It's left behind reasons. And I'm like,
RTSP gun range.
Oh,
in
yeah,
Randolph.
RTSP.
It's the funnest gun range in the world. The co-owner used to work at Disneyland. When we were there, we were saying, "Oh, it's like being at Disneyland," and he actually was.
What?
And
That would
as
be
for
Disneyland
your
today.
crazy person, there are more people watching videos of women crushing frogs with stiletto heels and talking to them
It's
in
the
a
only way I
sexy
can come,
voice
man.
than than there are people who are stockpiling guns because they're expecting the second coming.
Kurt, why are they afraid of Jesus coming back?
Well, that's
what are they going to do with a gun?
Yeah, because that was my question, because I used to be into that, and I don't remember that you could, shoot your way out of it.
Oh, so you were hanging with your family?
No. Jehovah's don't touch guns or pacifists. But this dude, it was for it's like he has a whole post-apocalypse scenario of when he's going to have to stockpile his shit. Right. And I'm like, but don't you get called away in the rapture? I guess this guy's rationale is amazing. Because he, like you were talking about, not doing the stuff he's supposed to do, but he's still a Christian.
Right.
He figures he's not going to make it for the rapture, but he'll be saved later, but he's going to have to live through the end times.
I wouldn't spend a lot of time worrying about how to live through the rapture.
Well, and you're not a person from South Dakota. And by the way, they have so I'm talking about it on stage. This I meet the second person. Talking about it on stage, another guy sitting there with his arms folded who hates me because he, it turns out, is also building a fucking bunker. Is outraged that I'm even fucking talking about it.
I like the idea of a bunker.
Me too.
I don't like
do you? Not in New York, you don't, because it's going to cost you $3,500 a month.
No, that's where my bunker will be. I still want food delivered.
She wants Seamless to come to our bunker.
Yeah. You're going to have to fucking take 3 naps and then they'll be there.
Well, dude, you know what I really want to get into? Not even any of this gunner bunker
The Jew
shit.
Stuff?
No, the thing about don't say female anymore, because that article
that's right.
But this might be an old article, Aaron. I don't know when this came out. Wait, Caitlin, this article you texted me about don't say female no more. What is it?
Because male is in it?
February. No. Do you know? But
that's a good reason to hate it, though, as a female. That was good.
I'm guessing.
You can find some fucking shit, can't you?
Lily Fair, sponsored by.
That the word female means less than male, but then I looked it up. The word female had nothing to do with male. They altered the spelling to make it parallel with male in the 14th century, but it was some other word that just meant girl.
This is kind of an old thing. They used to have women, on college campuses spelled with a Y. Remember that? Because we don't want to be part of men.
Well, Aaron, because this is, by the way, a very old article.
I love that you came back to old. Because we just talking about these old niggas in comedy.
Yeah. What is the...
Sorry, man. It's my motherfucking homie. I fucks with you, Ann. I fucks with you, man.
I love your obsessive personality. I thought I could bring everything back to Donald Trump, but you... Wow.
We have introduced Ann to so many people on this show. We really have.
Oh, my God.
If you ever need a turn-up motherfucker at the party, dog, Sherrod's great, but, dog, I'm like the special edition.
Jimmy, turn down.
You're right.
Turn down Jimmy.
Turn down
Jimmy. New
Jimmy.
name is Turn Down Jimmy.
Don't say that.
That's our title of the show, by the way.
Turn down Jimmy.
Sherrod, don't encourage him, Kurt.
Well, this is what I want to ask Aaron, because I've heard it a couple times of don't say female, but what's the rationale and why?
Okay, so I'm just parroting it. It's not necessarily what I believe, but this is what I've been able to follow. There's some women find it offensive because there's a few reasons. One, it sounds like the way you describe an animal or a suspect.
Right.
Hey, female, nice tits.
Yeah.
You feed your puppies with those?
First of all,
why you got it in a fucking Vinny voice like you own a pizza shop somewhere?
Well, look, I don't say female, I say clams. But why?
I've always been like, yo, what up, bitch?
I've always not offensive.
I've always preferred gash myself.
Nice.
But
I like that because it sounds like you got to put some Neosporin on it.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to.
I know
I've been
one
doing
thing
that
for
every day.
sure. Too
Aaron, if you don't
short.
stop playing with it, it's not going to heal. Now,
Too short. Does not call you guys females. Okay.
What does he call them? Giants.
Biatch. His bitch has got emphases in it. It's a West Coast bitch compared to an East Coast bitch. It's totally different.
Jimmy, can I tell you something?
I'm sorry.
I promise you they're not talking to black men about what they say at all. I promise you. They're only talking.
I agree.
Because let me tell you, the people that say this shit, they go, oh, he's a black man. I better not. Intersectionality.
Because, first of all,
he says bitch, he's allowed to.
First of all, don't even waste a black man's time after the shit we've been through with what I call a bitch.
Dude, my
Fuck off, I say female, bitch.
Let me just jump in real quick.
Nigga,
The author of that is actually a black woman, so it's not like some white lady. It's not a white. I mean, I'm just saying, it's not like a white lady telling people.
She's always talking to a white man with that. She ain't going to no brother with that shit.
Family with that shit.
She ain't talking to nobody in her family with that shit. That's for white guys.
It's like, Keisha, shut the fuck up and pass the yams. Keisha, shut the fuck up, Keisha.
Well, okay, but go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
So one of them is that it sounds kind of weird, like animals. Another one is that it's kind of grammatically strange because it's like an adjective. Like you wouldn't say like, oh, hey, it's a black. Like, you wouldn't say that.
You'd be surprised what I'd say.
We say a Jewish.
I mean, a Jewish.
We say a Jewish all the time.
Anyway, so that's the rationale.
But where would you use female where you wouldn't use male?
Yo, I saw you female with that, man.
Yeah, it's sort of like slang about like women that you're interested in, like sexually. Like you would never like walk into a room full of like your mom and aunts and be like, "Yo, females!" Like that's not.
No, you'd be like, "Hey, mom, hi, auntie." You know what I mean?
You wouldn't like leave a room and be because they're humans.
Well,
no, but I would get into an argument with my sisters
you know
and my
what,
mother.
I love that she doesn't believe.
Jimmy, 1 second. I would get into an argument with my mother and my sisters in the house and be like this, these females driving me crazy.
Yeah.
I would say that. So my mother and my sisters.
But it's a negative
all these females know how to cook.
It sounds like a scene out of Baby Boy.
Yeah,
you know, you better go to Do Dirty's house and play Madden.
What y'all know about this music?
Again, you wouldn't walk into a room and say, "Hey, males," either. So I'm still not following.
Right.
I think it's like a youth thing. I think that it's like younger people.
I don't know any youths that's using that.
Like the talk about females, like it's more of a thing that like younger people say.
Bitches.
Anyway,
so they don't like it.
You're probably right.
The reason, that's the reason that people who don't like it don't like it. Now, I don't really care because if people use the word females in reference to me, or it's like, hey, it's a female. I just assume they're sort of dumb, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to talk to this person. Cool.
Because he called you a female.
No, it's just like, oh, that's just it sounds weird.
Like, why would he say? But why would he come to you and say
first of all,
female? Like,
he's checking.
What example? Give me an example why he would refer to you as
like
female.
if I overheard somebody, like if I were like at a bar, and some guy came in and he was like, a lot of females here, I would be like, I don't want to talk to that
what
guy.
if it's somebody in the bar like, hey, Kurt, give me another shot. I'm about to go over here and talk to this female.
Yeah, wait, but why would he say
that bad?
Like he goes in the bar and to Erin as if she's not a female. There's a lot of females here. Don't tell nobody. Who's bringing up you?
She overheard it.
If I overheard somebody referring to like females, I'd be like, oh, I probably don't want to talk to you. I'm not going to like get mad at you.
It sounds douchey, but I don't think there's attacking women.
It does sound douchey, exactly, and that's why I prefer people just speak their mind, so I know.
Nah, they don't really want that. Let's talk about that, B.
Jesus Christ.
Let's talk about that, B.
Everything is not.
Women do not really want you to say what's on your fucking mind.
Okay, excellent. You know your mic's on, right?
Come on.
It's on. You got it.
Oh man,
you got the floor.
But I'm passionate about what I'm talking about.
Put it in your words.
Listen, man. Listen. You can't say what's really on your mind. Motherfuckers going out on dates after dates after dates with bitches and it ain't even what it is. It ain't even, and they ain't fucking or doing nothing. All they doing is building up a tab and just getting bullshit hugs like the armpit hug, the weird hugs and all that stupid shit. Yo, real niggas want to say shit like, yo, shorty, yo, I hear you want to go to Miguel's and all that shit, but yo, I got motherfucking Netflix. I got an ounce of some motherfucking sour. What's really good, yo? I'm trying to fuck tonight, yo. We can't say that.
Well, everybody can't say it like a poet laureate like you.
Maybe if you tried saying it quieter.
Yes, Jimmy.
Hold on. Let the ambassador
You're way too amped to have a mic.
Senator, please continue.
I love her.
Just God, what you got to say? Let's see what Just God has to say.
Am I saying something wrong? I ain't even talking to them. I'm talking to y'all, man. Am I saying something wrong?
No, you just said it very loud.
I gotta say it loud.
No.
I'm saying it with my
we right next
lungs.
to you. Look at Jimmy. Look at Kurt's head. He's right next to your mouth. It's right next to your mouth.
If you can fit my head in your mouth, you are the king of black comedy. If Jimmy can swallow my head.
Jessica, what are you gonna say before we go to break?
I just feel like an old nigger, and I'm not really. I don't think I'm supposed to.
You're the new king of black comedy, man. Woo!
Wow. He really?
Well, we got more coming up after the break. We got Ann talking about the Jew controversy that you set off.
Yeah.
Now you got young Joe's father hating you now because he said you hate Jews.
I didn't want to brag about it during the Catholic discussion, but I'm apparently also America's leading anti-papist. So,
you know, congratulations.
Well, you just become my favorite but Bill the Butcher of today. Let that be enough of your Roman popery.
Race Wars, we'll be right back, baby.
Race Wars with Sherrod Small and Kurt Metzger is back.
Race Wars, baby, we back. We're back.
Sean, we should do some news.
That was that new Puff Daddy right there. Fitting to do it? Wasn't it fitting to do it?
Make you want to dance.
Oh, he's good.
Make you want to
get loose. Finna get loose. That new Puff Daddy.
Make you want to make some potato salad.
By the way, there's a story here that, remember Goldstein telling about the fucking, you're going to need 2 dicks playing Fat Albert?
Oh, what Bill Cosby told Keenan.
Where is Goldstein? Oh, there he is.
Just ran right here. He's coming right now. But yeah, when Bill Cosby told...
this is... Caitlin, where'd you get this news story? Because this sounds like what Goldstein reported.
You're going to need 2 dicks. Yeah, we reported this a couple weeks ago.
I told the story, now he's telling it publicly.
We beat everybody there 2 weeks ago in Race Wars.
What's the story?
2-3 weeks ago.
Bill Cosby gave Kenan Thompson sex advice. Say it, Caitlin. Even though Goldstein already blew the lid off of
Caitlin, do the story.
Yeah, so Thompson, when he was a budding actor, Bill Cosby said while they were filming Fat Albert, he said, life is good in the movies or whatever, but you just be ready because when this movie comes out, you're going to need 2 dicks because women are going to be all over you.
What? First of all, that didn't make sense to me when Goldstein
You need a raping dick and a regular family dick.
Oh my God.
You can't fuck your wife with your raping dick.
Look,
you got to use your family dick on your wife, Kurt. You animal.
See, this makes more sense to me than the female thing.
Cosby dick and your Huxtable dick.
That's right.
I love it.
He kisses his kids with that dick.
But why was Cosby... First of all, Kenan Thompson, who's very talented, it's not like women are like, oh, I want to fuck me some Kenan Thompson.
No.
But then him playing Fat Albert, that's going to get pussies wet across America? Seeing live action Fat Albert?
On some G shit, I'm not going to even hold y'all up. Kenan... He be having some bad bitches, because I got one of his old bitches, yo.
Okay.
I came up and yo, the bitch told me that was
her name Dumb Donald?
And, her name was Jennifer.
I am so glad we clarified that you can't say female.
Yeah. And please,
that's
call them
working
bitches.
out really well.
Call them bitches.
I'm sorry. I hate calling women bitches, but the bitches love it, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it stacked.
Look, if I didn't have a problem with female, I certainly do not have a problem with bitches.
But there's something harder about saying, like, female. First of all, there's something primal about it.
I think, first of all, Bill Cosby said that to Kenan just to have Kenan know that he was out there getting pussy. That's Bill Cosby. It had nothing to do with Kenan. I was going to say that line, but that's the whole point of it.
It's kind of... I bet you're right. That was just for Bill to let him know. Like,
let him know that you might be getting pussy, young nigga, but I've been raping since you was a baby.
Yeah. You know what? I think that's exactly what it is.
That's what I'm here for, Kurt.
Why would you bring that up like that? Unless he's trying to say he...
Did any of you read the depositions in that case?
No.
The New York Times published them, and what I thought was striking about it is it wasn't really my idea of rape. He's a huge star, and still he's taking like 3 dates to get these women in the sack, and he has his cook, his chef is making some huge like 3-course meal, and there's a fire going, candles.
See that shit,
and that was just the first date,
right?
And then he got nothing out of that.
You see that shit, and it's coming back around to the shit I was talking. Go ahead.
This is what
she agreed with you, and you still
I know. I fucked with her. Go ahead and finish your thought process.
But you gotta read the deposition. If this is what it's going to take, this huge mega star.
Yeah.
What chance does the ordinary guy have?
Without Quaaludes being made.
But here's the problem with that, Ann.
In the 70s, it was just like alcohol.
Here's what Bill.
Oh my God!
Have you ever had Quaaludes?
Is that true?
No, I've never done.
I had Quaaludes. Listen.
I want to answer tonight. Here's a Quaalude.
Listen, here's why Bill Cosby did that. Bill Cosby didn't get laid on those things. His game was the drug.
Yeah.
His game was I'm Bill Cosby, and if that don't work, I gotta drug you.
Yeah.
So if they would have fucked him the first night, he was like this. Save my fucking Spanish fly.
Yeah.
Because this bitch is game.
Perhaps,
but he didn't have the game.
Take Quaaludes just as a party drug back then. I mean, he claims they would ask for them.
Because you wanted the party to end in fucking.
Well, listen, if you asked for the Quaalude...
If it were gin and tonic, you wouldn't be this up and all.
No, listen, there's nothing wrong with partying like that. The things that are weird to me are, and there's no way all of them are telling the truth, but there's just so many. They're just so
Hold on, speaking of that, doesn't she got to say that?
Three more women came out today.
Those women are liars!
They were... And so Gloria Allred from Los Angeles started a news conference. We had one former Mrs. America, a former cocktail server at a jazz club that was frequented by Cosby.
Oh, you love the jazz!
And a woman who was
wanted
help being introduced to work at Playboy.
Wow.
Well, don't come with it right. That comes with it.
Just Gloria Allred's name's attached. I'm like out. But
so was it like he could get her into Playboy?
Yeah, that was the problem with a lot of these. It's like you talk about the mixture of like work relationships or not. Like he is a huge star, so a lot of these women, it's not like he's taking them out to dinner to like, hey, I want to fuck you.
Yeah,
it's like, hey, let me help you, let me mentor you, let me do this. And he's asking modeling agencies to send him financially desperate young women who want to work in entertainment.
I mean,
so it gets a little bit blurred. Like, like I go over to a dude's house.
Like bad behavior. I just think a lot of them knew what they were doing.
I'll bet a lot did.
Until they
I agree with that.
Okay, wait, listen. I'll bet a lot did know, okay? But the ones that stick out to me are the girl that was doing reading her sides, for an audition with him. Right. And he's like, she doesn't drink. He's like, no, you should have wine. It's for the part. And he drugged her. So she's just there to rehearse a scene with him. Then she wakes up with her pants on backwards.
I grant you that is a very good fact scenario.
That's what I'm pointing to.
What if he just liked them passed out? Like, what if that was his fetish? Like, some people...
I
mean, that's what it seems like. It's not.
Wait, a man who's into a quiet woman? Do tell.
Well, I've never had that.
You know what? That's the thing I was going to say.
Oh my God, it's fucking Sherrod, man.
Listen, to hand
you don't have
drugs,
to say hush. My dick already moved.
But Sherrod, to party with like coke's like a drug you would give women to fuck sometime, right?
What?
Coke's a drug you would give. Like, that's the classic. We're gonna fuck.
That's like because girls. Yeah, it's you
don't take it. The girls into it, right?
That just makes me want to make playlists, but whatever.
That's hilarious.
But people, that's like the classic thing of getting laid with fucking drugs. This thing is you really want because that drug is known for putting you out.
Right.
So that's like having a thing for somebody who's out.
He liked the fondue with unconscious girls.
Yeah, I think that's his.
We had a name for a dude around the way who did that. We call him Can't Get Right.
My God.
He's like bitches who was unconscious.
That shit.
Was Can't Get Right's name? Sherrod. Yeah, like I don't even think it was to take advantage so much as like because women that were like I was gonna fuck him anyway and he drugged me.
Right.
There's a couple that were like I was totally down to fuck him. And then I woke up and I'm like, I guess we fucked.
Because the last thing Bill Cosby needs fucking up the fuck is some girl
talking
around him out. Fellas,
hey guys,
that's my boy John Fiore. He runs a greenhouse downtown, the nightclub. That's his brother.
Hey, what's up, Fiore? I'm glad you're here because there's another motherfucker. I got him in my phone that says he's the owner of Greenhouse. His name is Mark.
Oh yeah, Mark probably is.
He's the owner.
He runs it.
Mark, yeah.
He's the owner.
Mark is, yeah.
The black kid.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I thought he was full of shit.
Because he was black. You racist.
No, not because of that. Because Wayne from Heartbeat Productions told me it's not true.
Who's Wayne?
Well,
exactly. Just an entourage nigga.
What's
Nothing. Let me
Heartbeat
stop. Let me
say
stop.
hi, Ann. It's Ann. It's Hannah.
Hi there.
I'm Paul.
Nice to meet you.
You guys look like you being
both
Brazilian.
They read your books, Ann.
Sherrod, this is the other story I want to go into just because Judd listens to the show, Judd Apatow.
Right. Big
he
shout
wants
out
to
to
come
Judd.
on with you.
Yeah, he does.
He totally wants to come on with you.
Well, that's because he wants me to write his biography.
Oh.
Really?
Well, he told the New York Times that. That's why I started following him on Twitter.
Who are you,
Because
Ann?
he said I would make it interesting, and I would make it interesting.
I agree.
Yeah.
You should write the
but
without his
somehow
permission.
it would come back to Trump.
Yeah, well,
Or Guns N' Roses.
Or Guns N' Roses.
Axl Rose, actually.
Trump and Roses. But this Lena Dunham story, because I wonder if he could get her to be on the show.
I would love for Lena Dunham and maybe Ann together. We bring both those bitches on the same show.
See if we can get these females to. Caitlin, do the story. Do the
I say that alone.
Yeah, so
this
Lena
is not a term of
Lena Dunham announced that she is quitting Twitter. She didn't delete her account. She is just delegating tweeting to other people.
Why is she quitting? Because she thinks Twitter's Twinkies?
No, she said that it was really, truly wasn't a safe space for me. She said,
oh, shit!
She said, even if you think, I can read like 10 mentions that say I should be stoned to death and kind of like laugh and move on, that's verbal abuse. Those aren't words that should be directed at you ever.
She got
and
my
so
tweets.
For me personally, it was safer to stop using Twitter.
Really, the words mostly directed at me are the C word.
Yeah,
we got to trade Twitter feeds.
You shouldn't have to take that abuse, but this is the thing that's a real weird, bizarre thing to me is to keep referring to it as a safe space. Like, you're at home, man. Like, it's not like you're. I understand it can get you down. Like, that shit could get you down, right? Like, don't say you're saying they're coming through your fucking phone to get you.
Yeah. She said it's literally, if I read it, it's like going back to a husband who beat me in the face. It just doesn't make any sense.
That was not actually in reference
always liked
to
her husband.
Twitter. That was in reference to my
that was, I used to read Gawker and
Jezebel. To Jezebel and Gawker. She said it was like hitting.
She referred to you guys.
Literally hit in the face. She said it was just like
Why?
that.
Because there's so much flack about.
No, it's because actually, if you have a laptop and you open it up to Jezebel, we have a fist on a string that would come out and literally hit you in the face. So I can totally see how that is.
It was literal, yeah.
She's being
why did she get so much shit? Because this is why I defend her too. Because she got all this shit.
I love her and hate her.
Why aren't you like? It's really like the people I hated were like the fans of her that were like, she's the 7th funniest human being on the planet, like Rolling Stone. Like, so I really don't take that on her, but don't fucking tell me that she's the funniest fucking person. Well, shut the fuck up.
But I love Kurt. That should come out more, man.
But wait,
let him finish. This is his black rooms.
But I got to give it to her.
Lena Dunham's his
this
black
is the closest, what I'm reading now, is the closest to her being like, I was viciously bullied. And so, like, she, for the most part, I've heard her just take the shit and move on.
Right.
And not really go on about it. But, who gives a shit how many black people? It's a show about Williamsburg hipsters. They don't have a lot of black friends, and the ones they do are Donald Glover. You know what I mean? So why was that even a thing? Was that because the show's called Girls? So people were like, "Is it about all the girls?"
It should be called White Girls. That's what they said. It should be called White Females.
Right. It should have just called it White Girls. And then the other dumb thing was when Leslie Arfin, the writer, who I like, she said 2 things that got her in trouble, right? Which, on Jezebel, I think, she made a joke about how come Precious doesn't reflect my experiences, because people are mad about there's not
we can get Monique to whip her ass if she needs that.
But that's a great fucking comeback at it. Like, I didn't go, where's all the white people in Precious? Like, it's a fucking white girl show. The other thing is, they asked her what her favorite words were, and she said nigger was her favorite word. Just the way it sounds.
No,
one of the writers, which I thought was hilarious, because exactly what she liked about it was the hard G sound.
Phenomenal.
I think that's pretty funny.
I think it's phenomenal, and I think that it's fucking ballsy of her to just say it.
I want to follow that person on Twitter.
So if I could see,
what's her name?
What up, my niggas?
If Judd is listening to,
Anne's trying to wonder how her inner voice got out and got a Twitter account.
I mean, I get doing what you need to do to protect your own mental health, and so if Lena Dunham doesn't want to read all the bullshit about her, then
don't read it, bitch. I told John Mayer years ago, don't read that shit. Why are you reading that and then reacting to it? They hate you, stupid.
I also think the act of not reading something isn't heroic. Like, let's stop.
Wow, shit.
Hey, wow. Everyone, hold on. I have made a decision.
Not going to be this.
After a lot of prayer.
I mean,
you're the Degrassi Junior High voice of reason in here. I love it. I love it. Because you know what? Jimmy? It's not heroic for you not to read it.
Wait.
Read that shit.
Hold on, Jimmy.
Jimmy's right.
I want to say something brave right now.
Jimmy's right. Drink it.
A lot of soul searching, I decided to not read comments from other people directed at me. Only read my own that are positive. And no outside input from now on.
No, Jimmy's right.
In my safe space.
Erin is a lot like Drake in a wheelchair because she.
I look a lot like
Junior High. Shut up with your references.
No, don't you shut up. Don't you bully her.
It's talking to you, David.
It's not a safe
Delete your
space
tweet.
anymore.
No, it's not.
I'm feeling unsafe.
You brought up the grassy.
As long as Jimmy has been
you're
here,
right.
it's not been a safe space.
No, you're right. Yeah.
Listen,
I'm
you
like the
sissies got to take
And-
a lesson from Anne because she clearly gets the most hate from anyone. Deals with it every day.
Thank you. I
Dude,
didn't want to.
I say
dare
every
you?
Who are
time.
you, man?
Can you imagine the amount of saliva and semen Anne has ingested just eating food? Just the amount of like illegals in the back. Like, is that her? I'll show you adios.
I'll show you adios.
Adios. Anne has.
It's like you gotta order way before she comes to the restaurant. Like, let me get my food out
I
here.
can't believe Anne has not shit a Mexican baby from all the Mexican jizz that they have put in her.
Oh my
You think it's ranch dressing in a
No,
burrito?
I'm like Trump.
Dude.
Mexicans
Hey,
love me.
I have a question. Did the Pope come through here and bless this fucking room? Because this shit
Feels
is
like it.
unholy in this motherfucking dog.
What?
I don't even know what that meant.
I know you don't. You are a fucking
Jimmy,
sinner.
Are you talking about my constant vaping?
It smells good though.
Thanks, buddy. A lot of people give me flack, but I'm like, keep putting it out in the air.
Kurt constantly
Everyone will come along.
vapes. Like he's in a Titanic band.
Kurt, tell him what the
Keep
Kurt,
playing,
tell him what the flavor is. The double barrel special reserve.
Oh, here's what I'm vaping right now. I'm glad you asked.
Yes.
I am
special white person's vapor.
It's Philip Rock brand Grand Reserve Creme de la Creme. Which, by the way, I don't get at the white vape store. I get at the one by me in Washington Heights.
The Dominican
Hey, tell him how it's tell him how it's brewed and it's
It's
kept.
aged.
It's aged.
Now, some evaporates. That's called the angel's share. And some stays in the barrel.
Can we please address what you did to the Jews this weekend? Because you did something to them. All my Jewish friends,
What
the
did you
parents
say that
upset.
everybody's
Wait,
so
I
mad
just
about?
stuck up for her.
Who did?
I did. What's going on? What happened
yeah.
with the Jews? What's going on
The
here?
Jews hate you too, and you're one of them. Shut up.
Because
No, he's
this,
right.
I'll just set it up. Because Ann's another person who, like, maybe even Trump.
Even though
where
she said something this
people just hate her guts, and they don't.
They don't wait till you
actually
figure it out.
I don't think they heard what you said. It's like
Exactly.
No,
a
they
third
lied
hand trickle down.
intentionally, yeah.
Did you hear what she said? She doesn't like Mexicans.
So what was the
They're like, well, what did she
controversy?
actually say? So what did you actually say?
Right. Well, I've been making fun of the Republican candidates, and you must always follow me during debates because I live tweet. They're not always grammatical, but I just keep tweeting. So I was making fun of actually that day the column had been, can we please not have a debate where
That's
they
the Jake
each
Tapper one.
take turns.
When he
I don't
did
know
the-
what you're talking about.
Who
Please don't interrupt.
Who moderated? I'm trying to get into the moment, Ann.
Wait.
So
I'll see you at the house.
I was complaining
We'll handle
about
that shit at
how
the house.
please stop telling us how much you're against abortion and how much you love Ronald Reagan. This is not a contest to see who can denounce abortion with more vitriol. So that was, the column that day. And then I'm watching the debate. I hadn't even anticipated all the sucking up to Israel.
Right.
So throughout the debate, I'm sending lots of tweets out, making fun of them and, how to get the GOP audience to applaud. Threaten to start a war. Mention Ronald Reagan. Point.
Pretty
And
good.
then toward the end, and I said, I mean, this was a consistent theme. So Rubio running to be curator of the Reagan Museum, Huckabee running to be prime minister of Israel. Last question was, okay, we're in the Reagan Museum after your presidency. There are all these things he's accomplished. What will our country look like? What will America look like after your presidency? And the first 4 Republicans spend their answer talking about Israel.
What? Which Republicans was it?
I tweeted it out, and it was sort of, there are only 140 characters.
Which one of these Jaime lovers?
I know.
So there were
I'm in town.
So, like I say, it's like constant tweeting. So sometimes, the same sentence will be continued in the next tweet. So the first tweet was in question about all caps America.
Right.
I think it was Christie, Cruz, Huckleberry. Definitely
Black
Rubio.
bread, Huckleberry, chicken shit.
All talk about, again, all caps
Hillbilly.
Israel.
Yeah. ...
Next tweet. How many effing Jews do these people think live in the United States?
Oh, that's great.
White trash.
So as you know,
That's the name of my book.
so they chopped it up and just said, Ann Coulter yells effing Jews, but it's not yelling effing Jews. It's yelling how many effing. It's very different. If you know how to use effing in a sentence.
Right.
How many effing Reagan references do we need?
Right, yeah.
How many effing babies does Hillary want to kill? How many effing people are going to lie about my tweet?
Right,
So there
yeah.
you have it. And the truth is, I think you're going to see these coming. And then the next week, I became America's premier anti-papist for some fantastic tweets about the Pope.
What did
that
you
are
say?
Totally correct.
I love that you're the anti-papist.
Well, it's in the book, and I don't want. I think it's interesting. I was attacking the Pope, saying this is, it's a philosophy like his that has led to the crap ass Latin American countries.
Can I just say one thing? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kurt.
Basically, yeah.
The Pope's not the only one that deals with it. So does Axl Rose. I just thought you should know that. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
Give Jimmy points for saying it.
He said it in a room temperature voice.
Yeah, in his inside voice, he said it.
That was amazing.
I appreciated it.
I thought he was having a stroke. I thought he was just having a stroke.
Not wrestling interview.
And Axel speaks ex cathedra too.
He's got the sweetest voice when you can hear it at the right decibel.
No, what's interesting about Catholics in America is, well, all religions come to America, and people look at what makes some cultures successful and honest, and others not. And the answer is years of British rule and Protestantism. And what's interesting about religions in this country is all religions come here and become Protestant. So Catholics weren't really accepted in America because they were beholden to a foreign pope.
Right.
Jews
What
were
sits
made
on his throne in Rome?
citizens before Catholics were, and Catholics didn't really become fully accepted until they became more American Catholic, less Roman Catholic.
Yeah.
So I was tweeting this out, attacking the Pope, and pointing out that all these crap-ass economies, i.e. all of Latin America, they're too Roman because, and a lot of it has to do with this Catholic churches, their weird thing about how they worship the poor. It's like a virtue to be
medieval.
poor.
It's a fucking medieval thing, yeah.
Catholic Americans don't think that, and in fact, Catholic Americans are among the richest Americans because they're American Catholics rather than Roman Catholics.
Well, that's why they worship fucking Mother Teresa like she's so great.
You should not
She was a
worship
psychopath who
Mother Teresa.
loved people being in pain because she thought it
people.
made you close to God. She didn't do shit for these people except give them bowls of slop
Well, I don't
while
know
they
about
died.
that. I think you may. I'm turning over my title of biggest anti-papist to you now.
No, Mother Teresa's
I was just
fucking
making
fraud.
points about
She took money from
how
Papa Doc.
Catholicism tends
She also
to
took care of
ruin
a lot of
countries.
She didn't take care of them.
Ireland,
they laid on
Belgium,
cots while she's just like, oh, you're
Austria.
suffering. She didn't do shit.
So it's
She
not
just did
just
stuff for
Latin
the camera.
America.
You know
It's
what she
wherever
did?
Catholics, the Catholic Church, the Roman Catholic Church is dominant, you have crap-ass economies. Wherever you have the American Church dominant, you have incredibly successful Catholics because they're not embarrassed to be rich.
Because God
As
wants
well,
us
Prost-
rich.
But why?
It's true.
Because God said be rich.
No, but you are supposed to use your talents not to be confused with the black room talent. You use your talents to make the world a better place, and if you're successful, there's nothing bad about it. You should be proud. Some poor people are assholes, and some rich people are lovely.
I agree. Let's go to Joe. We got Joe on the line from Chicago. Joe from Chicago, what you got to say?
Callers?
Joe, we got callers?
Never taken callers before.
Me neither. I think
We
this is
should,
fucking
though.
awesome.
We got to let him talk, though.
Let's
That's
let
how it
Joey
works.
Joe?
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 Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, Joe.
I got a theory about the Jews, and I want you to see if you agree with this.
Okay, you got a theory about the Jews. You're breaking up a little, Jews.
Joe, can I tell you something?
Joe.
When you put, wait, Joe, hold on. Just so you know, when you put the in front of it, it makes it sound really
Like you got a posse behind
like
you.
just say Jews. When you go the Jews, I don't know, it just transforms.
It's like saying the Bronx.
yeah.
Or the females. Oh.
Go ahead, sorry,
All right,
Joe.
go ahead, Joe.
Go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry.
All right, the theory is the Holocaust was to end the bloodline of the original Jews that crucified Jesus Christ to show God's might.
Whose theory is that?
The theory.
It's a theory.
I think we know what Hitler's purpose was, and that wasn't
But
it.
where did you hear that theory, or is this who's behind this?
I read it somewhere.
Where'd you read it? In Pennsylvania?
I don't remember what website.
So he's somebody he met in South Dakota.
Oh, he could be. He said he read it somewhere.
Can you just explain more about it? The Holocaust was what? God's will to get rid of the Jews that killed Christ? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Show God's might. It said to show God's might and to end the blood.
No.
Yeah,
It was based on Darwinism. Hitler was an atheist, and he wanted to purify the race.
No, I know that, but where I'm just trying to understand where that's coming from. That theory
The
about
same people who came up with the female thing.
I don't remember where I saw it, but If you Google it, you might find it.
Okay.
You
Thanks,
can find
Joe.
anything on Google.
I think I seen that article in Hustler magazine.
Let's take
when I
another
was
call.
locked up.
I like Joe's bizarre thing. He doesn't remember where he heard
I
it.
read everything.
Bro,
when
he's
I'm
like, I've
locked up.
heard this stuff about the Jews.
You do the rest. I heard that much. A crazy thing.
It wasn't more Hitler than it was God killing him. Well, thanks, Joe. Thanks for clearing that up.
Show's awesome.
The History Channel got it wrong. Anyway, we got Brett from D.C.
Brett, what's up?
Chocolate City.
What's going on, gentlemen? I love the show.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
In it. And I know you're, fluent in American history, and Tocqueville was worried about the tyranny of the majority, and I think that's something that's happening to the comedian community right now, and moreover in other ways too, with Twitter and everything on Facebook, where people aren't, where freedom of speech is not allowed anymore because the majority of people jump on it.
So you saying the major population, how's that affecting comedy?
Tocqueville wasn't worried about that, but
he was a comedian,
and he was not a comedian.
I know what you're saying,
but
dude. Yeah.
I think it's actually a tyranny of the minority. We have, a heckler's veto. If one person says, "I don't like this word," suddenly we're all supposed to be banned for it.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's crazy, Toe. That's crazy.
And not only do I like the word retarded, I love the F word.
Yes, listen, that's why we made Race Wars the show in the first place, so all those words have a home.
I like that. Yeah. But you know what I like?
Nigger, fag,
I like that. I like that Ann said fucking Jews, but she cleans up her language for the South American economies, the crappy economy.
I did not spell out effing. I actually typed it with a dash.
Oh.
But when I talked about global warming, I didn't spell out bullshit.
That's my homie right there.
Wait, say that again?
Okay. Conservative individual, and I go to a very liberal school here in D.C.
What's the school?
The other day, American University.
Oh, yeah, my boy Chris Wilde went to American University. It's a good school.
Yeah, it's a great school, but it's fucking very liberal.
Yeah, definitely.
In my graduate class, I said congressman, and I didn't mean it in any fucking, weird way.
Right.
I was expressing a point.
It's congressperson, you animal. That's what they said.
Congress female.
I call woo-woo on you.
You're right.
I know. That's how ridiculous people are right now.
I think the best way for everyone to just really understand what's going on about this whole Jew situation is for everybody to go home and watch School Ties, with Brendan Fraser. And we're going to get past this, man. We really will, man.
That was amazing. Jimmy
was a good movie,
he did not address one thing in sexual. He turned the conversation to Brendan Fraser.
They asked me for saying congressman, and it's like
it's ridiculous.
Wait, what happened to you?
They wanted you to say congressperson?
Yes, and he got angry with him because he's congressman.
Not in that. It didn't occur to me. It's not like I was doing
right. Well, you know how I get around that? I say Congress nigga.
I say these bitches up in Congress, yo.
But make sure you have an A on it or it's not okay.
Because that ER, go get your ass whooped.
Thanks, Brett.
Congress nigga Sanders, what do you say?
What's up with these bitches up in these Congress?
I feel like I'm in heaven.
Thanks, Brett.
Well, because you got in trouble for saying retarded. Now, I would never say retarded around a person with a mental disability.
No, but you wouldn't say anything mean to a...
Is this guy R-I-T-T-A-R-T-I-T or something?
Someone who is actually retarded. But where are these people?
Oh, my God, Rod.
I just point to him.
No, wait, because Ann, this is why I brought that up, because that guy, that Down syndrome guy, wrote a letter to you because you said retarded.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Which made me laugh, because he's like, people with Down, people can do anything. I'm like, well, we can't be president, too. We don't want to Downsy president.
No.
You can do a lot of strong stuff.
Where were your chromosomes on the March on Washington?
No, children shouldn't be told that they can do anything. It's not just Down's syndrome kids. But you can't do anything. I'm not going to be a sumo wrestler. I will not be a quarterback for a professional.
But you can tell them that you can do
hold on,
really
time out.
Do.
There is a blind kid. And this is a fact. It's on the fucking internet. It's on my wall.
That makes it life. That makes it real life.
Some fucking news company station did a special on a blind kid playing football.
I saw that.
Oh, yeah.
That could not fucking see the play, so he had to listen to see where the play was going. And it's horrible.
No, I heard about it. That's the New Jersey kid who got killed, right?
No, that's horrible. No, he's a blind kid.
His teammates hate him.
Wait, but how was he legally
We always
blind?
lose.
He's legally blind.
So he can see a little bit.
No. He can't.
Legally blind means that you just can't see enough to legally like drive or shit like that.
Nah,
but you still can see.
Nah, he's all the way
stuff.
blind. He's regular blind.
He's
Because
Stevie
I
Wonder.
know legally blind people and they're amazing, but
Yeah, I know
playing
some.
football, I can't imagine.
I know.
Have you
how's
heard
he
of
gonna
blind
catch the
sight?
ball?
That's a real thing. Blind sight, where your eye, you don't actually see, but your eyes are still taking information in, and then they have like Daredevil kind of seeing. It's a real thing. I swear
Yeah.
to God, blind sight. Yeah.
It's like sonar. It's
Can
like,
we go?
like a
Can
sonar.
we pull
We
that
got another
shit
caller.
up there?
Okay, yeah.
All right.
We'll pull it up. We got Curtis. Curtis from Houston.
What's up, Curtis?
Yeah, man. Hey, how's it going?
What's up, man? You got a question for
Yo,
him?
this is Curtis from Houston.
Yeah, man, it's me.
Yo, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in a minute, homie. These motherfuckers think we don't know each other. That's what's up. Yo, man. But go ahead, say what you gonna say. I'm gonna go ahead, say what you gonna say. It's my nigga right here, dog.
We picked that up.
Say it again, Curtis.
People talking and laughing. I can't hear nothing. All right.
There you go.
I'll tell you what I told the screener is I fucking love Ann Coulter, and I'll tell you one thing. I am not a Republican. I am not a conservative. I'm a fucking hardcore Democrat. My family are union Democrats. My dad worked for the railroad. He's a union guy. His dad worked for the railroad, and he's a union guy. I can tell you, and by the way, my grandfather is a racist motherfucker. And I can
So
is
is
my
this
grandfather.
railroad?
Of course you
Wait,
love
let him finish. So is my grandfather. Go ahead. Well, now what?
It was a joke.
Yeah.
what I'm telling you is that I really love, like, my family hates you, Ann. And by the way, I love you. That's my point is, I love people like Ann Coulter. I wish there were more of people like you, because then this country would be better, because you go on a fucking show and you don't fucking
hold back.
Kowtow. You don't fucking, you don't bow. You don't do any of this bullshit. You just tell what you think is right. And I think that's what fucking makes this country great, man.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with this.
Thank
This my
you.
nigga right
We can
here.
have different opinions, but we can still have the,
Well, I got
enjoy people
I got a
having-
question though. If it, I mean, I know Ann's like that, but you don't like Donald Trump though, right? I mean, isn't he like that? I mean, you got a problem with him?
You should love
Wait.
Donald Trump.
I'm telling you right now, listen, I'm a Democrat, all right? Look, I'm 26 years old, all right? I'm obviously voted in every election that I was eligible to vote in, and I've voted Democrat. But I can tell you right now that Donald Trump appeals to people like me.
Yes.
He appeals to
By the
people.
way, I should say this. I'm a white Protestant, you know.
No, we got that. We definitely got that.
We built this country
We built this country.
We ain't built shit.
on white Protestantism. You know the
So
song.
we really appreciate it, Curtis. But
Yeah.
Dave, what you supposed to say, Dave? Finish up.
No. I was
I'm
just
glad
asking.
you asked that.
Yeah,
but-
I was asking
because-
you. You don't like
I
Donald.
totally love Donald
Oh,
Trump,
you do?
but I'm glad you asked because I was wondering that about
Yeah,
Curtis,
about him,
because
too.
those are exactly the kind of Democrats that I think Trump is going to get. I keep seeing them attack Trump, these other Republicans like National Review and on Fox News. He's not a real Republican.
does
The
that
entire country is saying that's fantastic.
Yes.
He's not a real Republican.
Yes, and they think that's hurting him. And what's funny to me too, it's fun to see that like Trump having beef with Fox News, because some linear motherfuckers always think white. That's Fox
Right.
News. White is like, no, dummy, you can't put anybody in the box. So
Right.
Fox News hate Trump, and Trump hates Fox News.
Right.
So how do you explain white people now?
He's the greatest thing that's happened.
We are a mystery.
Stop
an
putting people in a
enigma.
box. Just like black people, it's like everybody don't think the same.
He is the greatest thing to happen to politics since Polk. This guy's unbelievable.
Polk was a real outsider.
He was unbelievable.
James
that
K.
guy.
Polk.
Big drinker.
This letter from the Down syndrome guy is great.
Yeah.
Wait, let me just read this paragraph. Come on, Miss Coulter, you aren't dumb and you aren't shallow, so why are you continually using a word like the R word as... By the way, this R word shit, first of all, if you just say idiot or imbecile or moron, those are medical words for retarded.
Yeah.
So there's, listen, I get we have to change it because they figured out what it means now. I get it.
I love that Kurt fucking put his fucking hand to his face into the microphone like it was a secret.
Look, Sherrod, time to pick up sticks and move the circus. So, but it's not better to say, like, and by the way, if you're going to down someone, it's a fine way to do it. You don't down an actual person who's got a mental disability with it, but like someone who's, like, that's just a time-honored thing.
You don't down nobody with herpes.
But there's my favorite. He goes, in fact, it has taken me all day to figure out how to respond to your use.
Don't you love that you can get on somebody's skin all day and bug them? Never met them?
Yes.
I'm so happy you read this, Kurt, because I just want to say I did the heroic thing.
And didn't read it?
I didn't read it.
But it's like, I wondered.
I know.
That's hilarious.
I'm taking a bow.
I thought first of asking whether you meant to describe the president as someone who was bullied as a child by people like you. Then I thought about trains for a while. No, that's not there. But rose above it to find a way to succeed in life, as many of my fellow. Which is, by the way, America treats people with mental disabilities better than any fucking country. We're like the nicest to people with special needs. You know what they do in Iraq? And by the way, if anybody's a vet of there, because this is a shit I've heard a lot. Right. The way they find people that have Down syndrome, like chained up in sheds and shit, out in fucking
like they're zombies.
Yeah, like they're zombies. Anybody out there?
Awesome. In a courtyard, you throwing meat at them?
I got a Marine dude that I'll bet he'll call in with this. The shit besides all the just, boy fucking our troops run into. Yeah. I have no idea why anybody thought democracy was going to spring forward over there.
Know.
I believe what you
never
said.
did in Afghanistan.
But, dude, they don't have, you're right, it's a Protestant thing, not a Catholic thing. It's got to be Protestant.
Right.
And if you ever
want to be ruled by either Ashkenazi Jews or WASPs.
Yeah, you're goddamn right. If you read
historical evidence is those are the best cultures for everyone.
Yeah, that's true. If you read the Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, the actual book, it's so hysterical. It's just Mark Twain. It's basically like Protestant bigotry towards Catholic, the entire book. And it's all like
you're kidding, I wrote that book.
Yeah, like a Yankee goes back in time and uses Yankee can-do know-how to make machinery to fight these despicable papists who are too stupid to do it. And that's the whole book. The whole book is how much you can't stand Catholic thought. And the reason is because it's a medieval thing.
But American Catholics aren't like that. And
that's
even back, I wrote a lot about Joe McCarthy in my book Treason. And even back then, I remember reading that he used to say, I'm not a candle-lighting Catholic.
Wow, that's hilarious.
Catholics, those stinking
Catholics have been like that for a long time.
Isn't that a fancy way of saying Mexicans?
Yeah, basically, yeah. They take the Christian part, but they're not wedded to every little thing the Pope says, and they're not worshiping the poor, and that's why Catholics are enormously successful. And like I say, I mean, a few years ago, I think they were like one of the wealthiest demographics. So
yeah, but it's some real backward ass Catholic. Listen, I was watching the Kardashians this week.
Are they Catholic?
With my girlfriend, and Kim and Mexicans. They are hairy. Kim and
I hope
Chloe.
that makes news that she just said that.
I love it.
Speaking of fat ass Mexicans,
Kim and Chloe went to Armenia. They went to a church in Armenia, and then Kim took her daughter north to Jerusalem to get baptized in a Catholic church.
Right.
This church, they all the priests at the Catholic church in Armenia and in Jerusalem. Holy fucking Harry Potter! These motherfuckers had on like dark robes. Yeah. It looks so foolish to me.
They dressed like Dementors.
It was like they could move magnetic fucking things with their mind. It was so backward and it seemed ass backward.
Dude, my goddaughter, when I went to her christening or whatever they did, I was the godfather, right? Which I guess is like no responsibilities.
Zero.
But I'm sitting there watching. It was like first of all, nobody's even paying attention to the priest saying anything. It's just a bunch of Latin women taking pictures and chattering.
They skipped the witchcraft. Everybody skips over the witchcraft.
I love the wardrobe.
Yeah, it's a wardrobe, and I'm just like, this is like such a fucking.
It's weird. Definitely when you got a camera looking at it and you far away from it.
Well, whatever. You can I don't have no problem with that part, but the thing that kept bugging me was because I do a little class, to be the Godfather, and the class.
I was watching the Kardashians, by the way, because my girlfriend was watching.
Because you're a retard. You're a good man, Sherrod. Do not break the cycle.
It's them fucking asking you for fucking money. That's the goddamn class to be a Godfather. They just go, see how important the church is?
Yeah,
money.
I stay clear of that
Then there's
shit.
another money thing, and then these fucking envelopes. The minimum's $50.
That's great.
That's an eighth of weed, you fucking pig. I'm not giving
It's like UCB classes.
It's UCB. You get nowhere. But you know what?
It's a little more diverse than that.
Any religion that makes you pay shit and it's like a minimum for it is a fucking asshole religion. Just like these synagogues, a lot of these synagogues you got to pay to be a member of.
Right, yeah.
You can't just walk in there and pray.
That's the fancy synagogues.
You got to be a membership.
Well, not on the high holidays.
On the high holidays, anybody can come. Any bum can come and they'll throw some shit to you.
Oh, you can't. You got to pay.
Oh, you got to pay every time.
But my girl's
You sit
family
closer to God.
They're not those kind of
sit
Jews.
closer to God, so you got to pay money.
more so you can sit closer to God.
And how do people not have a problem with this? Why is that a part of religion in any form?
Excellent point.
Well,
in
you
any
do have
form.
to support the church.
You got to support the church, but don't make because you got $6 and I got $3.
Listen,
why are you closer to God?
That was part of Martin Luther's complaint.
And that doesn't make any sense, okay? Christ is the one who died. He's supposed to send me money. It doesn't go the other way, and that makes no sense. I mean, really, come on.
I don't know. Eternal
How much
life is
time do we
pretty
have
good.
left? Did we just fly by?
Yeah. We only got about 10 minutes left. If that
15
that
minutes.
flew the fuck by.
It always
Thank
does.
you.
When
You
you're
guys are
having fun.
welcome. You guys are welcome.
I know, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Jimmy screamed his way right through it.
Wait, we needed another news segment.
Yeah, where's the next news thing?
Wait, you know what? Let's talk about.
I got some news.
Okay, hold up. That feeling that Trump is feeling is a black man sneaking up behind him.
That's right.
Absolutely. So we've got Ben Carson looking at a 68% favorable rating among Republicans compared to a 14% unfavorable.
Now that's how I know white people don't know black people. Ben Carson ain't even a black person that black people would vote for. But y'all like this. He's good.
Yeah.
No, he's gonna beat Muhammad Ali. He would beat Muhammad Ali. Y'all the kind of white people who vote for the black dude who do you think want to beat Muhammad Ali?
I got nothing to do with politics.
I voted for Don Simmons, the man without soul.
You shut up that loud nigga with the
Don
quiet
Simmons.
nigga who respects us.
The results of ABC's News Washington Post poll suggest that Ben Carson is a darling of conservatives, while both he and Carly Fiorina do comparatively well among moderates. No clear ideological home for Trump.
Why does Carly Fiorina do well? Like, isn't she not good?
Because they know Hillary's coming.
They
put a bitch against a bitch, a black against a black, and a squirrel against a squirrel.
Should be a great
A squirrel against a guy with a
No,
squirrel
it's
nest on his
idiotic,
head.
but I think Sherrod is right. They think they're being clever. Now, with Ben Carson, it's slightly different. I mean, he is incredibly impressive. He's well spoken. He's not going to be the nominee.
I like them more when Mos Def played. I like them more when Mos Def played him in a movie.
By well spoken.
Carly, it's 100% to show. Oh, we like girls too.
Females.
Yeah.
Females, I mean.
There you go.
Yo, that's your female up there. Yeah, Ben Carson.
Speaking of females,
speaks in the well spoken.
Wait,
Do you
I want
mean
him to talk about
Urkel
bitches
voice?
again.
no doubt. Thank you. And you know,
You got that song set, right?
No, fuck the song. Let's talk about
Ben Carson is the black Ben Stein, nigga.
Yeah, I'm here to talk about.
Bores me.
Nigga, this is what we need to talk about, dog. How these
Black Ben
bitches.
Stein the fuck out of here.
Who's the black Ben Stein? Bueller, Ferris.
Go ahead.
Listen, man. I just want to give a public announcement to all the women.
Okay.
Go ahead.
That's out here right now.
Even in the black rooms.
No, I'm keeping it in real life. Niggas is looking for shelter right now, ladies. Whether it's breaking, and I'm telling you, all you bitches with jobs or Section 8 cribs, you all pray. You all pray, and I'm telling you, dog, watch out for the fake nice nigga. And for all you niggas that's looking for shelter, I'm going to tell you how to get into these cribs, especially with bitches with kids. Okay? That's unfortunate. Okay? That's unfortunate.
Sherrod,
all you got
I
to
have
do.
no idea what he's talking about. I haven't understood one word.
I'll explain on the way home. I'll explain on the way home, Dave.
But you're going to be educated. If you're trying to get into a household with a chick with unfortunate kids, the best way to win their hearts over is to bring Chinese food to the table.
Oh, okay. That's the number 3 you do? Chicken and fried rice?
Shrimp fried rice.
Shrimp fried rice. I'll get $2 extra shrimp because these kids.
You know what you sounded like? Like a black Bear Grylls. Like this was niggas need shelter. I'm going to show you how. You're going to need protein. Get some fried rice.
I'm telling you,
like a whole survival
this is real shit right now. Y'all laughing, but motherfuckers is looking for shelter. Niggas ain't got their shit together.
Okay, Jimmy, let's end it there.
They looking dominantly. The chick was Section 8.
This is an important Race Wars public service announcement.
It's real shit.
What are we talking
we got 30
about?
seconds left, though.
All right. Does anybody want to?
Thank you, Jimmy, for that. I hope the niggers that you were referring to get that message. Niggers, please, I hope you were listening.
I don't think the niggers can afford Sirius.
I don't think
radio,
they can, but it'll be on iTunes tomorrow. It's for tomorrow for the podcast. It's free for
my friend just called.
That's cool.
Who's got to plug something?
And plug something. What's your book? What's going on?
Nothing. I'm giving a lot of speeches. I'm going to be at the University of Tennessee Monday.
Ain't you doing the View or something soon?
I'm doing the View, I think, October 16th. Yes.
Say fuck nurses.
I loved the View for that. They weren't attacking nurses. They were saying that her talent was to talk about her job rather than do anything.
Michelle Collins is out.
Shout out.
I like Michelle, but they throwing out. That's the news story.
Exactly.
Yo, and shout out the realest nigga ever be when you like, yo, my nigga Jimmy Moore.
What about
that's my dude?
Oh, well, Kayla, you
I want them to attack me.
Kayla,
yeah, absolutely. You guys should absolutely tune in to this week's episode of Cross to Mouth. We've got Aaron on. It was absolutely magical.
Aaron, yeah. Aaron was on our other podcast.
I like to see all our females getting together, building their own camp. Build your camp, bitches.
Yeah. Now, do you know why they have a separate podcast? Because they get their periods, and it's unclear.
I can't have that contamination.
I was tired of sharing a cycle with them.
You're nasty.
I spot. I do spot.
Menstruating at the same time in the room. It didn't work.
I spot.
Aaron, what you got going on? Nothing?
No,
Jezebel?
Internet.
Yeah, so Aaron's on Jezebel.
Jessica?
Dave?
At Dave Juskow, the whole time I really had a good time. I never even used the word colored, which is my favorite word.
Yes, I appreciate that. No,
thank you for having me.
I appreciate it.
Got to use the N-word a couple times. This is fun. I like it here.
Hey, there's show Benders on IFC coming out.
The hockey show?
Yeah, I wrote punch-ups on all the episodes, and I'm on one of them. And, and
are you skating?
Oh, that's great.
No, I play a locksmith.
Okay.
Fucking up Andrew Schultz's day, which is always a great
It's on IFC, right?
He's family to the show,
yeah, so
too.
check that out when it comes out. And
wait, where's Jimmy playing?
You should check out Jimmy's
podcast. I thought that shelter thing was your thing.
You should check out Jimmy's podcast. He just stands in Union Square and yells.
It's called Enough is Enough.
It's a podcast. Enough is Enough.
My podcast, I'm about to start that shit. It's called Enough is Enough.
Wait, go back. Did you say you're about to start it?
Yes.
Okay. So Jimmy's upcoming podcast.
My upcoming podcast, dog. I got it. It's got to be said.
Where are you doing it?
In my crib, nigga.
No, you can do that. That's not bad.
I'm not fancy like you motherfuckers.
No,
this Saturday. This Saturday.
This Saturday. Enough is Enough. It'll be on iTunes and SoundCloud.
All right, if you can help me, all that shit. Yep, we go do that.
We have to put it up for you?
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to
podcast needs shelter.
Shout out to all the baby mothers out here getting your new nigga fresh with your baby father's child support checks.
Just pay them.
That was great. Here's something. You guys didn't think, if you see me, you don't know that I'm a fucking rock star.
I know that.
We hang out. We hang out. You know what I mean?
The moment I laid eyes on you.
Well, I want to dedicate this song to you.
We're going to play Jimmy's song right now at the end of the show.
I hope it's Guns N' Roses.
What's the name of this one?
It's
him.
It's called The Conversation I Think We Should Have Face to Face.
That's the name of it. The Conversation I Think We Should Have Face to Face. Thank you for joining Race Wars. It's Sherrod, Kurt,
at The Real Jimmy Martinez on Instagram. At The Real Jimmy Martinez.
Caitlin, Aaron, the whole Eyewitness team. We love you. Peace. Race Wars.